Hello, Scorpios, Sun rising and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Scorpio, we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Scorpio, let's get started. So we do have the World out here to the Page of Wands, and then we also have the Wheel of Fortune. You are definitely starting a brand new chapter slash cycle here. And I am definitely getting that this brand new chapter slash cycle that you're starting, it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be so good is what I'm gathering, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. That definitely speaks of good fortune, good karma, all of that good stuff. I do want to look at the world, though. I do want to look at the world for whatever odd reason. So let's look at that real quick. Tell me more about the world for Scorpio, Sun rising and Venus. Okay. Tell me more about the world. So, all right, when it comes down to this cycle that you essentially closed out, I am definitely getting that this cycle that you closed out, it does definitely involve another person. This could definitely represent somebody that you built a foundation with, or maybe you had conversations, right, with this person about, getting a place one day, getting married one day, starting a family one day. Here's the thing, my friend. I don't feel like you washed your hands clean of this person. Now, you may think that you washed your hands clean of this person, but I don't think that you did wash your hands clean of this person. In other words, they will be back, but I want to see why. I do want to see why, and then I want to look a little bit more into you in this brand new chapter that you're starting for yourself, because I am getting you have a lot to look forward to. A lot to look forward to. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't see you running back to them, but I do see them eventually running back to you for whatever reason. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Kind of looks like things ended on a really bad note between you and this person, especially with the Tower coming out here. The Tower is linked to the Devil, which could definitely represent a very toxic and unhealthy relationship. Okay, here's the thing. What's going to keep this person far away from you for a little while has a lot to do with the fact that they're going to find themselves constantly thinking about all of the stuff that they went through with you and how much they didn't like the fact that they were going through this, then the third with you. So this is what's really going to keep this person at bay for a little while. They're going to find themselves just thinking about all the bad, when it came down to, I guess, their relationship with you and our marriage with you. But there's going to come a point in time where they're going to find themselves thinking about the good old times that they had with you and yada, yada, yada. And that's what's going to really prompt this person to essentially come in, because they're going to find themselves missing you in the good old times that they had with you. In other words, they may be thinking about all the bad times that they had with you now, which is, keeping this person, at bay. But there's going to come a point in time where all the good memories are going to start to kick in, honey. And when it does, they will definitely come running back to you. Got it. Okay, let's look at the Wheel of Fortune, shall we? Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune. I'm getting a lot of travel in the future for you. So you might find yourself either, for some of you could even be currently planning a trip somewhere, but I am definitely getting a lot of travel with you. I'm also getting a lot of growth and a lot of expansion. I'm also getting something taking off in your life. So this could be referring to like, your career, your business, if you have one, things of that nature. I just feel like this relationship between you and this one over here, we got the Tower again. It was preventing you from living life the way that you wanted to essentially live it. So like, I don't know, let's just say that you're somebody who loves to travel. Maybe you found it remotely impossible to travel within this marriage and a relationship with this person. Or maybe you're somebody who wanted to climb the corporate ladder at a very rapid pace, but you just couldn't because you were constantly dealing with the constant stress from this marriage and a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of looks like this relationship, it was just kind of holding you back from experiencing the life that you want to, have and live. But now that this person's out of the picture, it's as if you feel like you could better focus on like your goals, the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself, you know, travel, you know, things of that nature. Because you don't have anything holding you back anymore. You don't have anything holding you back anymore. You don't got them holding you back anymore. You can better focus on your goals and stuff like that, because now you don't got anybody stressing you out and, you know, bringing all types of drama and dysfunction and instability into your life, you know, things of that nature. So I am getting that you do definitely have a lot to essentially look forward to. Also, too, a life of peace. A life of peace. Something that you didn't necessarily have dealing with this person, unfortunately. But how does this person currently view? So they're kind of harnessing the energy of, you know what? I will never run back to Scorpio. I will never run back to them. That's telling me that the both of you, kind of found yourself really going through it, you know, within this dynamic between the two of you. So I feel like you were kind of going through your things within this dynamic with them, and they were kind of going through their things within this dynamic with you. So it kind of looks like you guys were both negatively affected by this relationship. And because you guys were both negatively affected by this relationship, this is what's really causing, you know, the both of you to, for the most part, stay away from one another. Here's the thing. Here's the difference between the two of you, okay? When it comes down to this ending between you and this person, I feel like you're looking at the brighter side of things. Well, at least I don't have to deal with this anymore. And at least I don't have to deal with that anymore. And oh, on top of that, now I can focus on this and I can focus on that. Oh, and now I can do this with my life. And now I can do that with my life. You know, so you're getting pretty excited, to say the least, when it comes down to this whole new chapter / cycle that you're starting for yourself. Them, on the other hand, I mean, I am definitely getting that this person's glad that they don't have to deal with certain things that came, you know, with this marriage that they had with you, or this relationship that they had with you. But when it comes down to, like, you know, starting over, it's not something that they're thrilled, you know, about, you know, it's definitely not. In other words, they don't really feel like there's anything to really look forward to, you know what I mean? Like, starting over is not something that, you know, they're excited about. You know, rebuilding their life all over again is just not something that they're thrilled about. You know what I mean? It's just not. You, on the other hand, it's like, it's different. You know, you're just like, oh, now I can do this with my life, and I can do that with my life. And ooh, I've always wanted to do this, and I've always wanted to do that. And now I can focus on this, and now I can focus on that. Like, you know, you're just, you know, you're just far more excited when it comes on to this whole new chapter / cycle. Not so much, you know, it's kind of like, ugh, now I gotta start over, and now I gotta rebuild my life, and hey, me, this is so much fun, I just can't wait, like, you know. So that's the big difference, I would say, between you and this person. How does Scorpio feel? That's nice. That's dope. When you were with this person, it was hard to kind of like stop and smell the roses. You know what I mean? When you were with this person, it was hard for you to just enjoy yourself and just life in general. You know, it was kind of hard for you to do that. Totally understandable. It just kind of looks like you were going through a lot within your marriage and a relationship with this person. Maybe there was constant fighting and arguing, to the point where it did kind of make it extremely hard to stop and kind of smell the roses and enjoy yourself and have fun and laugh and things of that nature. But looks like you're doing it now, and you look extremely happy doing it, you know? So that's kind of telling me that not only do you find yourself at peace, but you find yourself surrounded by people that you love, that love you right back in return. You know, and I think that it has a lot to do with like the constant fighting and arguing and disagreements that you guys were experiencing within your marriage or relationship with one another. But it's like, it makes sense why you look at them this way, but you know, it's as if you feel like you were in bad company for a long period of time. Like you felt like, you kind of felt like you were sleeping with your enemy. You know what I mean? Like you kind of felt like you were dealing with somebody for a long period of time that didn't love you, didn't care about you. and didn't necessarily mean well. So to be surrounded by people that loves you and cares about you, it feels good because you went such a long time without it. You know what I mean? Like, you spent more time dealing with someone that made you feel like they didn't really love you, made you feel like they didn't really care about you. You know what I mean? So to be surrounded by love and people who care about you and want to see you win and want to see you happy, it feels really good to you. It feels really good to you. So yeah, that's nice though. It's nice to see that you have like a really good support system in your life. Not a lot of people have that. You know what I mean? And it's really nice to see that you actually do have that. How does this person currently feel? Don't take offense to this. Keep in mind that, just keep in mind before I say anything, we're going to look a little bit more into this, but this one over here is not too happy, okay? So just be ready for what I'm about to say, okay? I really hate using this word, but I'm going to say it anyways. Let's start here. This person, okay, I am definitely getting that this person, really did fall for you. This is somebody who was and still is, in love with you, and they feel, I'm going to say it, I hate saying this word. Don't take offense to this. They're just angry, okay? So just keep that in mind, okay? They do feel very stupid for falling for you. Like, if they knew that in the end, like, this was going to end up happening, you know what I mean? Like, they would have never fell for you, is what I'm getting. So they do feel very, very foolish and very stupid for falling for you. They also feel very foolish and very stupid for investing all that they had to essentially give to you in their marriage with you or their relationship with you. They just feel foolish and stupid. Okay. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's look at the Fool. I knew that. I'm like, I wonder if like fire is gonna come at some point, because I saw the Seven of Swords and something came to my head, and I'm like in my head I'm trying to figure out like how else can I say that without saying that. Oh man, just keep in mind that this person is not too happy that it didn't work out between the two of you. Okay, just keep that in mind. Okay, just keep it in mind. Anyways, when it comes down to how do I say this to you without getting in trouble with YouTube? Because I'm not going to say exactly how it came to me. I'm going to say it in a more polite way, okay? Well, the thing is that this person, kind of wishes, this person kind of wishes that I know it's hard, but they just kind of wish that they would have just kind of used you for a good old time, nothing more, nothing less. I'm trying to figure out a way to say this other part. I just don't want to say it. I just don't want to say it. It's just they're so fucking angry. Oh. Yeah, they just kind of feel like they just kind of feel like, they just should have, used you for a good old time, nothing more, nothing less. They just kind of wish that they would have never taken you, seriously. According to them, they just kind of feel like, I can't say it. I can't say it. I'm sorry. It's just when it comes down to like, them using you for a good old time, I am definitely getting that they did enjoy, that part of that life with you, I mean, as far as, their intimate life with you is concerned. Um, hence why, they're kind of looking back now, like, you know what, I really should have used them for a good old time, nothing more, nothing less. But it's like they're kind of, it's like they're looking at you like, oh, this is so offensive, bro. I'm just gonna say, bro, because we don't have time for this, right? We don't have time for this. I'm not saying this about you, though. I'm not saying this about you, but it's like, they kind of feel like that's, they just kind of feel like that's like the only thing that, like, I guess you were good for. Okay. Because they don't necessarily feel like anything else was good about this relationship between the two of you. They feel like that was the only thing that was good about their relationship with you, is their intimate life with you. So that's kind of why they're kind of like, yeah, I just should have used them for, a good old time, because honestly, that's the only thing that they were good for. Because let me tell you, I was going through hell and back with this Scorpio, like, that's just kind of what I'm getting. Just keep in mind, I don't feel like they really mean all of this. We do have the King of Cups out here, you know what I mean? So I just feel like this is just coming from I don't like that they're putting me in this predicament. Let's just keep going. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm sorry. I just didn't know what else to say. What else do I say besides what's there? You know what I mean? That was a struggle. Anyways, let's carry on. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. And then we also have the Three of Swords. I do want to look at the Three of Swords really quickly. Tell me more about the Three of Swords. Okay, let's... So as you're off, like, in your own world, focusing on you, your career, your money, spending time with, people who love you and care about you, things of that nature. I see you receiving communication from this one over here to the right of me. I don't know. I don't know, man. The reason why I'm just like, yo, I don't know about this, because they go from a King of Cups to a King of Swords. Let's just look into this. Let's just look, because I don't really feel too good about this as far as them extending themselves to you, because it's interesting. They're extending themselves to you, but it's kind of like in the name of like, hey, like, Scorpio, like, I just wanted to reach out to you and, tell you that, I'm really sorry, for everything and stuff like that. And I don't know why I don't feel good about this. I don't know why I don't feel good about this. What actions? Oh, bro, this person. This is such a struggle, man. Looking into this person's energy and having to say this stuff out loud is just such a fucking struggle, man. I gotta figure out a way to say this. I'm gonna be honest, okay? So, keep in mind that this is somebody who has a lot of anger and resentment towards you. They feel stupid for falling in love with you and stupid for giving you and their relationship with you their all. Just keep that in mind. So this person's coming back around your way. Hey, Scorpio, I'm really sorry for everything that I put you through. They're going to try to butter you up and get you back into, and get back into your good graces. Here's the thing, okay? They're going to make you think they're gonna make you think that, you know, they're back because they want to fix things with you and they want to repair things with you, but that's not what I'm getting here. I just feel like this person wants to do you the way that they wish they kind of did you in the beginning. Like, instead of them like falling in love with you and turning around and giving you their all, like, we already established that this person kind of wishes that they would have just used you for a good old time, nothing more and nothing less, okay? Because according to them, you know, they kind of feel like, well, that's the only thing, you know, that I really enjoyed about my relationship, you know, with Scorpio was just that, you know what I mean? Because other than that, you know, we were always fighting, we were always arguing, we were going through this, we were going through that, like, so, alrighty. Wow. We're clarifying the devil, by the way. Forgot to mention that. Tell me more about the devil. Oh man, this person, bro. Okay, all right. So this is just kind of reiterating what I just said. They're gonna try to get back into your good graces, butter you up and call you a biscuit, all that good stuff, because they really do want you to think that they're terribly sorry, and they really want you to think that they really want to make this work, but they have every if they're able to pull this off, as far as getting back into your good graces all over again is concerned, leading you to think and believe, you know, oh, I really want to fix this, I really want you, blah blah blah. If they're able to pull this off, this is somebody who has every intentions of having a grand old time with you. If you already know what I mean, you know what I mean, obviously. Once they get what they want from you, they're gonna dip on you. They're going to dip on you, and they'll probably come back around again, like, oh, like, I'm sorry, I just got so busy with this and this and this and this, but yeah, can I come and see you? And once they get what they want from you, they're gonna dip on you again, because basically I just feel like this person is like just full of anger and rage, dude. When it comes down to you, they are full of anger and rage, okay? Like, they just want, you know what I mean? Like, they want, you know, they just want to, like, hurt you, you know, in any way, shape, and or form, you know? And it kind of looks like this is the way that they want to go about it. Like, they just want... They just want you to feel like you don't matter to them. Because according to them, this is us going based off of according to them, they feel like you made them feel many times like you didn't, like they didn't matter to you. So they just want to return the favor. They just want to return the favor. Okay? Oh, Lord. Have mercy. Tell me more about the Four of Cups. Which I'm getting that they never did this to you. Ever. Like, they didn't walk up in your life, used you for a good time, and just dipped on you. Like, it doesn't look like it played out that way. It looks like they instantly fell in love with you. But, see, that's the thing, is that if they knew that this was going to play out the way that it did... Like, in their head, they're just like, yo, I should have just freaking used them for a good old time, nothing more, nothing less, and went home. That's what I should have done. You know, it's kind of, I'm not, you know. We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. According to them, they feel like you wasted their time. Therefore, this person has every intentions of wasting your time. Hence why they're going to lead you to think and believe that they really do want to fix things with you, when in all actuality, they don't want to fix things with you. They just want to use you for a good old time, and string you along, and, you know, things of that nature. That's if you let them. That is if you let them. Mm-hmm. That is if you let them. Wow. What's the outcome here between these two? I see this person trying their hardest, honey, to get back into your good graces, but it looks like the struggle is going to essentially be real. This person does come off to me as somebody who, yes, is very angry and upset with you because, you know, it didn't work out between the two of you. Now they're angry and upset and, should have never fell for them and blah, 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 blah. Like, you know what? I'm going to just use them for a good old time, but I'm going to first make them think and believe I really want them back, but I don't. But they do. Let's just keep it a buck. Like, do they want you back? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But they're going to try their hardest, you know, to fight back that feeling and just use you for a good old time. Nothing more, nothing less. And once they get what they want from you, they're going to dip on you. That's their whole plan. It just kind of looks like they're having a very difficult time pulling this plan off because you refuse to take them back, because according to you, you've given them many chances to get it right. They always chose not to. Now they're all pissed off because, you know, they really want to make you, you know, feel the exact same way that you made them feel. So, you know, then there's that. Okay. I mean, I just, how do I say this without getting in trouble? Because I'm trying to figure out a way. I wasn't expecting all of this to come out here. When it comes down to their intimate life with you, it's something that this person, like, you know, obviously, you know, enjoyed. And I am definitely getting it's something that they're definitely feeding for. So that does kind of tie into, like, their frustration is kind of what I'm gathering. So then there's that. So then there's, you know what? It just doesn't look like their game is, you know, their little game over here is just going to work. Like, I don't see you wanting anything to do with this person. But it's unfortunate because this feels like a misunderstanding to me, to be honest, because it's like they're looking at you like you wasted their time, but I don't feel like you did. Like, I you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not just saying this just to say it. It's like the devil came out. So that's telling me that both of you were negatively affected by this relationship. And you were so negatively affected by this relationship to the point where you probably got up and walked away because you were being negatively affected by this relationship. We have the King and the Queen of Cups out here. So I don't feel like you walked into this person's life to waste their time. Like, I don't feel like you went off and built a life with this person because you were bored. You did it because you loved them. You did it because you were in love with them. And I feel like that's kind of the big misunderstanding here, you know, when it comes down to this person to the right of me. I think that in their head, they think that you just turned around and built a life with this person out of sheer fucking boredom. Because they're looking at you like you don't love them. They're looking at you like you don't care about them. And they're also looking at you like you wasted their time. But that's not what I'm seeing here. Like, I'm seeing a relationship that got really toxic and really bad. And somebody walked away. Whether it had been you or them, it probably was you. But either which way, it's like, it kind of looks like that's what happened. You know what I mean? That's what happened. And this whole them trying to use you for a good old time, it's kind of hard to use someone that you're still in love with for a good old time. Nothing more, nothing less. It's kind of hard. It's easy to do that with somebody that you don't really care for and you don't really love. But with somebody that you're in love with, like, You know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah. I just don't really, like, even if this person were to have pulled this off, if anything, they're just going to find themselves falling right back in love with you. I mean, that's all that's going to really fucking happen. You know what I mean? Like, so even this whole game plan of, oh, I'm just gonna make them think and believe I want to like be with them and stuff like that. But in reality, I'm just using them for a good old time, nothing more, nothing less. Like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, if they want to lie to themselves in such a way, I mean, then that's fine. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they got you all wrong. Is kind of what I'm saying. Like, I think that, and even then, you're showing up as a Queen of Cups. So that's kind of telling me that despite the fact that things went south here between the two of you, you still love this person. This person still loves you. It is what it is. Like, so then there's that, you know? Wow. What? Wow. Well. Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, they're going to try to get back with, don't, they're going to try, you know, to get back into your good graces, but it's stemming from a place of, yeah, I'm just going to use them for a good old time, and then I'm going to dip on them, see how they feel. See how they feel. And then I'm going to give them the runaround on top of that, you know what I mean? And then, you know, when I get the urge, you know, I'll come back. You know, I'll come back. And then once I'm done, I'll just dip on them again. See how that makes them feel. Like, you know, that's what I'm getting, unfortunately. But it doesn't even look like that's going to happen. So then there's that. So I don't even know what they're going to do. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And yeah, I'll see you guys in your